up for you guys in the passing game tonight? Think Russell did things you guys have been working on that allowed you guys to click a little bit more?
They played a lot of man-on-man situations. You know, when you get those situations, you gotta most definitely capitalize.
What did you learn about Russ, just the way that it seemed like he settled in, especially in the second half?
Yeah, like I said, like previous in the week, a guy going to back-to-back Super Bowls, you know, he knows when guys are blitzing. His cadence is a little more dominant with guys jumping off sides, you know what I mean? But like I said, on third down and second down, they play a lot of man-on-man, and we took opportunities.
George, you have to tell him, like, hey, give me opportunities in these situations, or?
No, not at all. Not at all. When it's, like I said, when it's 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, you know, 2nd and 11, they playing man-on-man, and, you know, we taking opportunities for sure.
George, other than just the man coverage, what is it about your skill set and what Russ can do that marries well together?
You know, me locating the ball downfield, and you know, Russ pre-reading, seeing what coverage it is before, you know, he says hype.
How do you keep the focus on that play off the defender's helmet?
Say that again?
How do you keep your focus on that ball that went off the defender's helmet? You caught it?
Yeah, just concentration. For a minute, he had it. For a minute, I had it. Bounced up in the air. Got my eyes back on it, and, you know, made the catch.
Can you take us through that touchdown catch that you had, and how good did it feel to finally get your first touchdown?
Nah, yeah, it felt good. It felt super good. I'll probably just say man-on-man, you know, man-on-man suggestions with their DBs. You know, a lot of DBs they had were hurt. You know, DJ Reed, Sauce went down for a little bit. So, like I said, as soon as we seen the guys at the end, we took opportunity for sure.
George, Brandon Marshall here. I am athlete. What's up, bro?
What did he do?
As a wide receiver,
Yeah.
in games like this, Sunday Night Football, you're going against Sauce Gardner, 1 or 2 best corner in the league.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson comes in. How does it feel as a receiver to go out there and make the plays that you made?
It felt great. You know, like you said with Russ and his cadence and, you know, just giving people chances downfield, it felt great to make plays like that, which I know that I'm capable of, you know, just day in and day out, you know, working is going to show that for sure.
What's your potential?
I'll probably say my potential very high. I work in, you know, day in and day out. I don't really, you know, look at my potential for real. I just stay on the grind, stay working, and my potential kind of shows on TV.
George, is it extra special when it does come against a guy like Sauce?
No, I wouldn't say extra special. You know, a lot of guys are good around the league. It's a lot of good players. Not, you know what I mean? Just because we're playing him doesn't mean you get super excited. You know, I want to do that to every DB.
George, what does it say about this offense that you guys have scored 30 points in back-to-back weeks? Obviously, different quarterbacks, but do you feel like you guys have a momentum now going forward?
Yeah, I'll probably say, like I said earlier in the week, just the team coming together. Because last week it was Justin, this week it was Russ. It was both, you know, both 30 points. So I feel like the team overall is coming together.
One more.
Najee Harris talked about how the team has been blocking a lot more together. This is also his second straight 100-yard rushing effort. What does it say about you guys' ability to come together like that?
Just us on the perimeter for sure. O-line for sure. You know, just downfield blocking. We know he's going to break a few tackles, of course, so you kind of want to keep your head on the swivel for guys downfield.
All right, and might as well just hang tight because we'll bring Russell right in.
Appreciate you, boy.
I got one. Brandon Marshall here. I am athlete. Hate to open up this way because I know you so well, but I want you to take us through your mindset coming into the game, being booed, then Justin Fields' name being chanted. How do you stay steady-handed to go then put up 37 points? How do you work through that?
Yeah, it's a great question. And, you know, I think, you know, first of all, you know, I really believe in being neutral, you know, not being too high, not being too low. You know, my old mental coach who passed away a couple of years ago used to always say, you know, stay the course, you know. And I think coming into this game, you know, we had a couple of things early that we could have had. You know, I felt like it was playoff baseball I said out there, you know. It's, you know, in the sense of, you know, I started off 0 for 2, and but felt like, you know, I was going to get hot. I kept telling Coach, hey, I'm going to get hot here. And sure enough, we did. We did a great job. The guys did a tremendous job up front, giving me enough time to make throws. Guys made plays down the field and everything else. And I think it's just the love of the game, you know. I played so many games, you know, and you know that every game's different. Every game has its own story. And every game has different moments in it. And you catch the wave, and once you find it, you don't let go. And I think the biggest thing is just knowing, you know, who you are, knowing that the belief you have in yourself, and knowing that also too is my first time back, and I was like, okay, I'm starting to feel it again. Here we go. It's been a while. It's just been 6 weeks from really playing, and I'm just grateful for my teammates, man. These guys did so much. They did so well. We all just gave our all. Defense was lights out against a really good quarterback, obviously, and I think we made a lot of plays. I think that crowd was unbelievable. I just think about the moments, just being locked in the moment of time of saying, this is my first game here, man. How special is this, man? I thank God for it. And so that was a blessing in itself.
Russ, why did that connection work so well with George tonight?
George is so talented. He makes it easy on the quarterback, man. He knows how to get open. He knows how to make plays. His ability to make contested catches, is remarkable. We got a lot of confidence in all the guys we have, man. I think, Calvin made a huge play near the end. Pat Fryermuth on the big third downs. We started making some big time plays, and with Van Jefferson getting in the end zone there too. When it all works together as one, when the offensive line's doing a tremendous job like they did tonight. I think it's the second straight game for Najee going over 100 plus. I mean, it's just we're doing some good things, and the reality is that there's so much more out there. That's the good news. There's so much more out there, and we'll get better as we go. We're going to keep working. There's a lot more football left, but to be where we are is a good place.
Russ, you mentioned wanting to remain neutral, but it seems like there are emotions, obviously, that come with being able to get in the game, especially after dealing with the calf injury and everything else. Just what are you feeling right now?
I feel a sense of just unbelievable gratitude. I thank all the people, that have helped me along the way. Just even transitioning here, just coming to an amazing place. When Coach Tomlin called me and Omar, I knew it was here. When I talked to Cam Hayward and T.J. Watt and Minka, I knew it was here. The men that we have in that locker room, the Bible studies that we have, the communication that we have on the field, the time that we share together in Latrobe, even though I was down and out for a little bit there, just sitting on the back porch and talking life, talking ball, talking moments. All that, I think, was, in a way, played into tonight, and just the belief. My favorite scripture, one of my favorite ones is I've been sitting on, is just Hebrews 11, and it's just by faith. It says, by faith, and I think we just got a lot of faith in who we are, where we're going, what we can do. But we got a lot more work to do, and that's the fun part about the journey, is that it's never easy, and you got to embrace it, you got to love it, we got to go for it, and we went for it tonight, and we got it done.
Passing game opened up for you guys in the second half, especially. You're distributing the ball to several different guys making plays at different times.
I thought Arthur Smith did a great job, letting me cut it loose, and guys getting open and guys moving around, just making tremendous plays. I thought he called a great game. He helped me get into a groove. We talked about it earlier in the week, and then at the end of the week, he said, it may take a second. I never believed that, but it did. And then we caught a groove. We believed in it, and we just the line was giving me enough time to make all those throws, and just you got playmakers like we have, man. Anything's possible. So, like I said, there's still more out there too, and we'll make sure that we get better as we go.
How do you make that decision of when to give George a shot down the field, or maybe this isn't the right time?
There's a time and place for everything. I think, the good thing is we got playmakers on the left and the right, and you're looking at assessing at everything and just those opportunities that you get. You want to give him, as many chances as you can, because he's going to come down with them, and so he's just, what's been amazing about George is I know he went through a little, up and down, and that's just part of this game. Sometimes is it doesn't always go your way right away, and I was cool because George and I had a cool conversation a couple weeks ago, and just not giving up on stuff, and just believing in himself, believing in us, believing in the journey, and just continue to do what he does best, man. God gave him a tremendous gift, and man, one of the things about George is, man, when he catches that ball, he's got a light to him. The whole stadium feels it, and there's an energy to him, and that's what makes him the superstar that he is. And there's more work to be done, and and we're going to get better as we go.
Russ, I want to make you a little bit uncomfortable again because you hate talking about yourself, but I want you to take us to the moment where you were like, okay, like I'm here, like today, right?
Yeah. I think throwing that first touchdown on George was the moment. I was like, all right, there's going to be a lot more of these, I believe. Sometimes it takes that first home run, that first, double off the wall, whatever it may be. Obviously it's October, so I'm talking baseball, but I just think that when you put all the hard work in and guys are doing the work, and at some point it's going to turn in your favor, and it did tonight. We did a great job, and I'm excited about our football team.
Is there a balance to this offense you feel like you guys are still unlocking as far as the way Najee on the ground, George, everybody else through the air, that makes you guys more dangerous?
Yeah, the thing is that I feel like we have this young offense, young players that are so talented, and we're just we're right on that edge of getting really good and being great. And we got to keep searching for that edge. We got to keep, learning, and studying and spending the time on it. And when we get to go against our defense every day, who's at the top of the game, you get to see guys like T.J. Watt and Cam and Minka, and just we're all learning and watching, Alex and just these guys, just PQ and E-Rob and those guys, just the edge that they play with and they come to work with. And for us as well as on the offensive side, we get to see that, we get to experience that, we get to be that too, and we have that in our locker room. And so, part of my job, I believe, sitting here in 13 years in the game, is to make sure I take guys to that edge and understand that we got to go there and we can't wait. And so that's the biggest thing right now is there's a lot more room that we can grow, and we're gonna go for it, and we're gonna celebrate tonight. But when that clock strikes in the morning, that sun comes up in the morning, we got to get better.
Russ, what does it
Last
mean?
one here. We got 2 more guys waiting.
What does it mean to you or say to you that Mike Tomlin, despite all the outside noise, everything else going on, was very firm and sticking with, hey, you're going to get a chance. I have to, there's a quarterback who's playing that has done a good but not great job, as he said, that he made the move to go to you.
We are in a tremendous situation where we are. I think there's a lot of outside noise that makes it seem like it's a negative thing and this rivalry internal, and it's not, man. It's just we just want to win. That's what we're focused on. I mean, I got to give Justin Fields credit, man, just all the things that he was able to do, how great he's been playing. Man, he inspires me every day, how he works, vice versa. I mean, we have a great relationship. He's a tremendous quarterback. He's a franchise quarterback. He's a leader. He's got all the intangibles. And whatever I can give to him and show him and just be around him, that's part of my job. It's, I really believe that. I was, just being the second black quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl, man, there's an obligation to make sure that I help him, and not just him, but everybody that I encounter, man. I love this game. I'm passionate about it, and when you give, it comes back in return. And just I think that we're just having fun winning. We're having fun playing ball. We're having fun going to practice. We're having fun being around one another. And Coach Tomlin believes in all of us, and he does a tremendous job. And he's a tremendous football coach, and we trust him, and we know who he is. And he's very transparent and everything else with us too. So, we just love winning. We just love being a part of the process.
All right, we have Najee ready.
What's the difference there from second quarter on?
Yeah. The O-line did stupid. The O-line did a good. Hold on. I ain't know. You surprised me, man. Good to see you though, man. Don't you have a TV show? All right. Yeah, man, the O-line did really good, man. All 11 of them, man, they did good, man. And this is the outcome that happens, though, man. We're not surprised. I'm not surprised on it, man. They all have it in them. Just going out there and executing it is always just the main thing. And today, I think that they did that. All 4 quarters. That's what we always talked about. That they got a good defense, some good players, but we felt that we could take it to them and finish in the 4th, and I think that showed.
How fun is a game like this when everybody's cooking,
everybody's eating? Yeah, man, that's good, man, because that's what you want to see. Man, to see GP get into end zone, you see Russ in there getting in the end zone, man. Just to see all the O-line meshing and they're out there talking too, man, and they're out there, holding each other accountable. That's the main thing, man. They was out there holding each other accountable. So, man, just the O-line, I think that this game offensively should be, the O-line should be more talked about because, we're down injuries, we're down guys. And, it's the next man mentality, and somebody always steps up and performs and makes a play. And, they're all held at the same accountability. So, man, I think that the O-line, man, going in 2 weeks now, I think, me personally, I had like 100 yards, and I think that, it's all dedicated to them and giving me opportunities. So, man, shout out to them.
You've been here a couple of years. Is this the closest thing to one of the most efficient offenses you've ever been a part of? like where you have everything rolling, the run game, the pass game.
Exactly. 100%, man. This is the most efficient that I think my years being here. And usually we turn it around, I guess we'll say later in the season, but to happen so early, and, you know, to have this momentum going, I think that's just a sign of what's to come in the future. Because, you know, us coming in early and starting fast, this early in the season, this is the best, my 4 years here, this is my 4th year of us starting off, the best we started off. I think that's the dedication to the guys we got in the quarterback room and to the O-line and the coaches, too, that we have. Coach Smith and the staff. My running back coach, too. Shout out to him. It's his birthday. It's my coach's birthday today. Make sure you guys put that in there. Coach Eddie Faulkner, it's his birthday, man. Make sure you guys. Today is Monday, right? So technically it was. You're right. Damn. You're right. Damn. You're right. So, hey, happy birthday, Coach Falk, man. I was saying on the sideline. This game's to him too. But yeah, man, just the team all meshing well and happening this early. Man, I think this is a sign of good things to happen.
But Russ talked about how dangerous you guys can be as a balanced team with all the different ways that you're able to hurt opponents, and you saw that in this game with different guys. What does that say about you guys, especially as a young offense, to be able to beat defenses in multiple ways?
Yeah, man. Like I said, we're not. You know, I remember a couple years. You know, sometimes we're just good at one thing, maybe, and being one-dimensional. I think now that we're both multi-dimensional, it's hard for teams to figure out what to focus on, and that's how you win games. I feel like, man, to have a balanced run and a balanced pass. I think that's how you know you go far in the playoffs too. And I think that's how, you know, good things happen. And, you know, you keen in on some players, it might be a breakout game for other players to eat. And that's just the team sport. This is the ultimate team sport. You know, if I'm going down there and I'm getting beat up and Jalen comes in and he pops off a big run, he's eating. You know what I mean? That's big props to him. You know what I mean? And all the other guys in there, the receivers and tight ends, man. You know, it's just not one guy you got to focus on. There's just a whole team. There's a whole bunch of us. And, man, like I said, it's the ultimate team sport. And that's how you know if you have a good team when, you know, your one could be hurt and then the backup comes in there. And then if the backup gets hurt, just like the O-line, then the third guy comes in there and they still, like, there's no drop-off. There's still a balanced attack. And that's how a dominant team is formed.
Guys, two more.
Mike T said that he noticed that Russ got stronger as the game went on. What did you learn, or what did Russ show you, the way that he settled in, especially after the first quarter?
Russ is Russ, man. He gonna do that. He's always calm, cool, collected. Ever since he got there in Pittsburgh, I talk to Russ almost every day. Every day, almost. So, man, I know Russ. I know that, you know, when things was shaky in the first half or first quarter, whatever, first couple drives, you know, I knew that he was still gonna be calm, collected, and just pull it all together, because that's just the leader he is. He's been around, 12 years, 13 years? 13 years. I already knew him because of Sean, so it's not like, you know what I mean, like, I'm just playing with him now. But, you know, to see that is, you know, it's nothing surprising, really.
Last
George
one.
make some incredible catches over the years. It was off the back of the
said who?
George.
Oh.
It was off the back of the DB's helmet, a new one for you. And what's it mean to have that guy going like that?
I mean, GT is one of the talented receivers in the NFL. You know what I mean? Am I surprised off that? No. Like, I seen him make catches like that in practice. Not like that, actually, but, like, I seen him make incredible catches in practice. So, I mean, not really, bro.
For me, walk us through your first interception. It seemed like you were in a zone and you were kind of waiting on it. Was that a look that you guys were waiting for throughout the week?
Yeah, you know, A-Rod, he likes to, you know, whenever he sees the middle of the field open, he likes to, you know, throw the ball in there. And I can't remember if it was last week or a couple weeks ago, you know, he threw the ball right at Buddy's helmet and, you know, kind of gave him a back shoulder pass. So, you know, just being able to, you know, see that stuff on film and just be able to react and, you know that it's coming. That's just how I kind of played it.
Does it get any better than first interception off of a guy like Aaron Rodgers?
Nah. He's one of the Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Well, he's a Hall of Fame quarterback. Got a lot of respect for that guy. And just to be able to get not one but two of them off of him is crazy.
Did you think you were going to score on the second one?
Yeah, you know, and guys was giving me hell about, you know, not running fast. But I told them, have they ever seen Le'Veon Bell run the ball? It's patience, you know. And coaches, they got on me earlier this week. They was like, man, don't cut back in there. in there with all of the offensive linemen. I'm like, why not? Those guys don't work on tackling.
Lead up to the game. Did Russ and the offense say thank you, right? Did they say thank you?
Yeah, for sure. They said you got 2 assists.
Well, because did you feel the tension in the stadium, right, surrounding Russ and that offense, and then for you to come out and make that first one, like it totally changed the course of the game. I don't know if you felt that.
Yeah, for sure. And that was something that we kind of focused on defense. At least trying to score ourselves and getting the ball. And obviously, we have a goal board on the room for each game, and checking that box off is helps us win.
Leading up to the game, Beanie, going against Aaron Rodgers as a veteran, he knows where the rookie is. What were your thoughts? What were your emotions in the lead up to this game?
I knew the guys in the slot were going to be hot regardless, and I play in the slot, so I just had to, prepare right and be where I'm supposed to be.
Beanie, what does it mean to have a game like this after the last Sunday night game? It felt like maybe the Cowboys were targeting you and trying to exploit maybe some matchups there to have a rebound performance like that tonight.
It means a lot, but I still got to go out next week and prove that I'm a capable player. And that's obviously teams are going to still attack me because I'm the young guy in the group, and we have great veterans, Minka, Deshaun, DJ, guys like that. Casey's really been in my ear a lot, telling me just go out there and play ball. Be you're not here for no reason.
Patrick Queen talked a lot about you guys watching film as a group. Do you guys? You guys obviously watch film at the facility and everything. Do you guys watch film away from the facility together, or is that something you guys do on your own and then come together and talk about?
We come together. Obviously, guys have wives and kids and stuff like that. But when we do meet together, we communicate, and even throughout the plays and just giving different calls and stuff like that to make sure our communication is good.
You said Le'Veon Bell was on your mind when you were running. The guys were saying it was Deion Sanders. You were high stepping.
Yeah. That was because I was setting up the blocks.
Wilson was saying in the locker room, he's seen you make plays like the 2 picks you had in practice numerous times. What kind of work have you put in during the week to have a night like tonight?
Just going back as looking at the film, looking at how the teams attack me, attack us as a defense, and just being able to, be where I'm supposed to be. They ran that play, the play that I called a pick on. They ran that play when they was in Green Bay. So, obviously them acquiring Devontae Adams, we had that on our mind. So just being able to be right there and make plays.
So, Beanie, what did you do with the interception balls?
I got both of them. We didn't have a silver Sharpie for me to be able to, ask A-Rod to sign it, but I don't know where he went after the game. It was just so hectic.
Did you get a piece of that second one before he bobbled it?
The pass?
Yeah.
Nah. I affected the throw though.
Going back to April, your name doesn't get called in the draft. Was there a point? You're a confident guy. Was there a point where the vision to get to a game like this was a little fuzzy between now and then?
Just being able to have that confidence. Growing up where I grew up, in Louisville, not a lot of guys make it here, and just always having that chip on my shoulder. I don't think anything better could have happened to me than going undrafted, honestly.
One more.
So previously you said that you wanted to get the ball signed by Aaron Rodgers, and you failed. Do you think you're going to keep trying? How are you going to go about it if you're going to keep trying to get it?
I know a couple dudes on that team, so try to get in his ear. Maybe those guys talk to him for me, and hopefully he'll be a nice guy and get it signed.
All right, thank you. That's it, guys.
Thanks.